Hello and welcome to our latest unboxing video. I'm Eliza and this is
Amber.
And we're here today with a bunch of kids books, and some of them are unprocessed unprocessed kids books, which regular viewers will know means like sometimes we get fun surprises. So yay! Do you want to go first?
Yeah. Okay. I always really like looking into the kids boxes because everything is so colorful and vibrant and different. Okay. First, Animorphs, the graphic novel.
Whoa.
So if you were a fan of Animorphs, wow.
Or if you're a kid who's never heard of Animorphs and is just really into graphic novels, and trust me, there are a lot of them.
They're kids who morph into animals. So it seems weird now, but it was really big.
Yeah, it was such a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like, I think all kids really want that, so it makes sense. I have something fun. Look, it's the book version of the movie Kiki's Delivery Service. So they just reissued, like, the film was made a while ago and the book was written before that, but now they have a new edition of the book with like a version of Kiki on the cover. And a lot of kids really love this movie. In our house, we really love this movie, so I think it would be fun to read the book.
Nice. This is like maybe a young graphic novel for younger audience, although I really like the illustrations.
Oh yeah.
They just seem like maybe not so young. I don't know. I can't get a feel for it. Okay, anyway, it's called Fox and Rabbit. It says this book will be your new best friend. Yeah.
Oh, they're like doing the thing where you like lie on your back, and that's fun.
Yeah, this is
I feel like lots of those books, they have a big age range, like a surprisingly big age range. You can read them aloud to younger kids, and then even kids who are like maybe reading harder books, like, will still go back and enjoy them if they're
That's
fun.
what I'm getting from this, and it says 1, so I'm assuming there will be many more after this.
Oh, I have another. This is a very similar vein, a new series called PB&J, which is super clever, and Stuck Together by Brian Smitty Smith. And yeah, looks similar, like maybe fun enough to read it out loud to younger kids, or older kids would just have fun reading it by themselves. And also it's going to be a series. Oh, wait, look at this. We have 2 of them. The other one is called PB&J Wannabes.
Not that. Oh, speaking of having another, it's another Fox and Rabbit.
Cool.
Yeah, same.
Do you want to do another book if that one doesn't count?
I'll just do one more now. Max Meow, Cat Crusader. Oh, this looks very cartoonish. I don't know how to just say it, but
it looks a little bit like a read-alike for Dogman. Like, kids just love Dogman. They're insatiable for Dogman. So if you have someone who wants more Dogman, maybe this would be a thing to try. That looks really similar to Dogman style.
Yeah, that style.
Wondrous Rex, and this is by local author Patricia McLaughlin, who long ago wrote Sarah Plain and Tall. And this is so fun. I don't know if you can see the cover, but it's a dog like sitting in an armchair with all the books and stuff on his desk. He could be working from home. And oh my goodness, it's about a girl who has trouble writing. She's like is supposed to be learning to read and write, but she has trouble, and so she hires this dog to help her. That's such a sweet idea.
Sweet. The Magic Fish. Oh, so many like really, really good and very different graphic novels.
Yeah.
I don't know if this might be a teen one, but
say it looks like it could be on the line between older kid and teen.
Yeah.
Or even like something adults would read. That looks like something really
definitely. With these illustrations.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with what we have so far.
Pick picture book, Eugene and the Sounds of the City. I love this style of art where he's sort of like slightly at an angle and dancing. Huh.
I always love a good
Wow, it looks like a bear who's not used to being in the city who goes to the city. And then
that makes sense.
There's other animals. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, and they're yelling at him. That's probably what would happen to me. I've been living in. If I go to the city, they'll be like, "What are you doing?"
Donut feed the squirrels.
Oh.
This is another graphic novel, another totally different style. This I'm feeling a little bit more for younger kids, but still, it's really fun. I'm really glad that graphic novels took off and started becoming a lot more popular and accepted.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Every night is pizza night.
Okay.
Sounds like this is about a
Kid who loves pizza?
A little girl who really loves pizza, and her parents want her to eat other things, but she just wants to eat pizza.
I mean, okay, so let's be honest. Pizza can be many things, right?
Pizza can be many things. And as a parent, I mean, pizza night is every night. It's a tempting philosophy.
Yeah. Naturalist, a graphic adaptation about Edward O. Wilson.
I really like Edward O. Wilson. He's like a biologist who's just really, I read one of his books now, and he's just like such a thoughtful and interesting guy. And I'm not super interested in science, but the way he wrote it made it really interesting to me. And there was stuff about his own life. And
I haven't heard of him. I don't know about him, but it looks like it would make it fun to read about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty packed. But it seems like we have a lot of, I feel like, biographical graphic novels. This seems like it could be it.
He seems like a person you would want kids to know about. Like, he just has done a lot of cool stuff. Kids or teen? I don't know. I think kids. It looks more like kids. It's right on the border. And it's about What is it about? Oh my goodness, I can't
I don't even know what a spindlefish is.
She ends up on this island. Her dad gives her a ticket to go to an island, and there's a woman and a cat and a boy.
Is it fantasy then?
It must be. She has to unravel the mysteries. It says inspired by Greek mythology.
Okay.
Yeah. I like the cover.
So I feel like we've got, I don't really know where this would go. It's called Chance, Escape from the Holocaust.
Oh, that's by
Yuri Shulevitz.
I love his picture books. He's like a picture book author, I'm pretty
There
sure.
there are some pictures in it, but there aren't like many.
Oh.
So it's like a big book, like a pretty big book.
I feel like we're gonna have to figure this out, where it will go. It does seem a little bit
tricks us a little.
But I'm fairly certain it was written for kids. Like, I think that's what I don't know.
It says it's supposed to be middle grade memoir.
Oh, it almost looks like something adults would read, and definitely, like, he's been a picture book author for long enough that I would think there would be adults who might remember his books. Like, I just remember his books.
Yeah. So it sounds like it'll probably stay in our juvenile collection.
Becoming Muhammad Ali, and this is actually a really big book because it's got two huge names. It's got Kwame Alexander, who's a big middle grade author, and then James Patterson. So they're like doing the old one too, and it's about his being the prize fighter Cassius Clay. Oh, look at this, and it's Oh, it must be. So Kwame Alexander often writes in verse, and James Patterson doesn't. And it looks like the chapters actually alternate between being in verse and not being in verse. So they must have done that. But I think that's going to be a really big title that a lot of people are going to be wanting to read.
Nice. On a lighter side, we have Sofia Valdez and the Vanishing Boat. Actually, is that on the lighter side?
I think so. Yeah.
It looks like it should be. Like, maybe a first chapter, maybe just a juvenile fiction. And I think that we have some. This is number 4, and I think that we have others in this series already.
Oh my goodness. Whoa. Oh, yes, this is so cool. I looked at the back first, so I was confused, but now I'm happy because I'm looking at the front. And this is called Attack of the Underwear Dragon, which is a great premise for a kid's book. And I feel like it pretty much everything you need to know is right there.
Dragons and underwear and attacks.
The art is great. I love how you can see like he's just like taking a big bite out of the tower, which is so fun. And yeah, I don't really know what's gonna happen, but
where do you get underwear big enough for a dragon? I don't know. Here we have by Stuart Gibbs, Spy School Revolution, and he's written. What has he written? He's written like a million things. These are all of the books that he's written. Hopefully they look familiar. Just juvenile fiction.
Yeah. They're like funny chapter books. Oh, this is another good one. This is another one. This is just a baby, and it says, "Please don't change my."
Oh no.
And I just love that picture so much of the baby like, no.
I feel like right now you can relate maybe a little bit to this.
I can relate so much to this right now. Like, this is my house right now. Oh.
That's sweet.
That's all the babies want, is to not have their diaper changed.
Yeah. Everything awesome about sharks and other underwater creatures. The illustrations here look familiar. It's written by Mike Lowry, who also did the illustrations. And it's just like, it's one of those books that kids who maybe are like starting to read, getting into reading, can just like spend hours looking at the pages, pictures, like really getting into it.
I also feel like both of my kids, not now, but in the past, both of my older kids, they went through phases where all of a sudden they were like, we're really into sharks. And I was like, okay. And I like got them shark books, and then it didn't last very long, but maybe that happens to all kids. I don't know.
I mean, and a lot of like animal books can be a little bit like, wow. But this looks like, I feel like it makes the subject even more interesting. Even though sharks are pretty interesting, they already have a week on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Right? Okay.
Okay. Oh, this is the latest one in the series. Lady Pancake and Sir French Toast, and this one is called Short and Sweet.
My son loves those books.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but he'll like recite the storylines.
I don't mean this, I don't want this to sound super negative, but I feel like these are in a classification of books I would sort of like, kids love them, parents not necessarily. Like, just speaking for myself, yeah, we're like, why? But kids, who are the ones who matter, really love
like, he asks for them, and I'm just like, okay,
yep,
this is what you want. This is the last one that I have, and I've actually heard of this book, Bunheads, by Misty Copeland. And Misty Copeland is like world famous ballerina. And it's just about being a ballerina. Is it supposed to be a biography?
I don't know, is it more like a picture book or more like a memoir?
I think it's, I don't think it's about her. I think it's a picture book that she just wrote. It's a little wordy, but I think, yeah, it still falls into the category of picture book.
Yeah, I'm skeptical of celebrity picture books, but this one's been getting a lot of praise, and being about ballet and also about representation in ballet. So I think that's important. I have 2 more.
Okay.
Rescuing Mrs. Birdley. The back cover is so fun. That kid just looks super excited. Oh, I remember actually reading the review of this one because it's such a great premise. It's about a kid who sees her teacher in the grocery store and she thinks that she's like gotten lost and accidentally left the school and like needs to be taken back. And so she like rescues her teacher to take her back to school. So that's why they're like swinging on a vine and the teacher has all the groceries.
And did you have one more?
I have one more. Oh no, did I end up with more than you? Okay.
I had an adult book that was in here accidentally, so I just.
So this book is called Jabari Tries. And the first Jabari book was called Jabari Jumps, and it was about Jabari going up onto the diving board and being really scared and then jumping off. And I would just like to say that I was feeling really scared because I hadn't dived off a diving board in a really long time, and I thought of that book and then I dove off the diving board. So it worked for me. I was very inspired by Jabari's journey, and also Jabari's dad was super nice and gave him this like encouraging pep talk, which was helpful to me too. So I don't know what's happening in the new Jabari book, but maybe it will be equally helpful in my own life. Probably good for kids too.
That's all we have.
That's all.
Right.
Bye.